Okay, so I started a video just a second ago. I'm not sure if it's going to be complete or not. My SD card on my GoPro says that there was an error, so I don't know if that means it's deleted or what. But anyway, so I'll recap. Uh, Basically, I just bought this as a 2017 Farley EX. I have a Remedy 8, so that's a Farley EX8. Um, right now, currently, it's not even on Trek's website. I kind of got this by luck, really. The company that I typically buy my bikes from is Bike Line, and they're in Newark, Delaware, on Main Street. But anyway, I was happening to be poking around their website. You know, when you get ready to make a purchase or thinking about a purchase, you get excited about it, and you kind of want to check out everything you can. And I'm thumbing around on their website, and it just so happened, I'm sorting through the bikes, and I see something that I didn't see before, which was, it said, it was a Farley EX8, but what really caught my eye was the fact that it was a full suspension bike. Well, I thought it was maybe an error, or something that may be coming that isn't available yet, even though it said it's in their their warehouse. So I went and I checked out. I put it in my cart online, and it looked like it would let me purchase it. So I waited until the bike shop opened, and I contacted them, asked them about it, and they're like, "Yep, it's not in their warehouse, but it is in Trek's warehouse, and they could order it, and it would be here in a couple of days if I wanted it." So I immediately went down and put in my order, and all I can say is it's an awesome bike. Full suspension is well. I did get a chance to ride um, some of the other fat bikes. They had a Scott and a couple other Treks, and honestly, the Scott had bigger tires than this. This is 3.8 inch tires, so they're pretty beefy, you know. But they have fatter ones, of course, all the way up to 5 inches. And I think the one that was there, that was a Scott, had a, let me think, I believe it to be a 4.8 is what was on it. And I rode it, and it really felt really squishy and really, I don't know, just not, it didn't seem to be what I really wanted. But that was my first time riding any fat bike, so I didn't know what to expect. So then I hopped onto one of the Treks, and I still kind of felt familiar to me because I have other Treks. But on the Scott right here, especially on the right side of it, when I pedal, I would always hit my heel on my shoe, and I didn't like that at all. I felt like I had to adjust how I would ride in order to compensate. But in the Scott, I think the price range was like around 1,500, which obviously that's attractive. And again, it was a fully rigid bike, of course. But then they had two other models from Trek. One was a rigid bike, and then the other was a front suspension with the Bluto fork on it, which is the same fork as here. And I rode both of those, and I immediately liked the better one, even though I said I wasn't going to spend this kind of money again on a bike just so soon, because I just bought this. This is a 2016 model. I bought it a couple months ago, and here I am buying this guy, which they're pretty much identical price, 3,500, and I end up saving a couple bucks from the dealer. Hold on, train. Sorry, I live next to a train. But anyway, so I saved a little bit of money from the dealer. Obviously, it's a new bike, so you're not going to save a whole lot of money. I don't think you'll save a whole lot of money on these anyway, buying a brand new one. But anyway, long story short is the one that had the front suspension, which I can't remember what the model. I think it's a Farley 9. Yeah, I think that's what it is. But anyway, it has the front suspension. $3,100 is what it was. I did ride it, and I immediately felt that it was better than the Scott. But the problem that I didn't like, or the thing I didn't like versus the Scott, what I did like over the Scott was immediately it felt faster, more responsive, more sporty. And I think that to be due to the 3.8 tires. I did like, though, that the Scott had the big tires. They look cooler. It kind of gets more attention. In fact, when I was riding the two around the parking lot, just down the street a little bit from the bike shop, there was a couple people that says, "Hey, look at that bike. I really like it," but that kind of thing. So Uh, so with this, people still notice, and I've had people stop and ask me about the bike and stuff like that a few times. Whereas my Remedy, is a really nice bike. Both of them are dirty because, well, I ride them. I ride them often. In fact, I can't stop riding them since I've gotten the Farley. I've just been riding pretty much every day. But anyway, so they're both nice bikes, but no one's ever really made it a point to stop me about this bike unless they actually knew about bikes. So, but anyway, all right. I just want to keep a short video, so I'm gonna keep this short. But I will probably post some more videos about the Remedy. In fact, I'll do one, well, the Remedy versus the Farley, so see how people, or see my comparison or my thoughts between the two.